right before I left home to go on my European tour, which that's where I am right now, we had a backing track challenge. And after reviewing all the backing tracks, I chose one lucky winner to give a private lesson on Zoom. The name of my winner was Jean-Marc from France. And so I gave this complete stranger a private lesson where we analyzed his playing on the backing track, and I took it apart and gave him some very valuable tips on his playing. Now, after I watched this lesson, I decided that this is going to be very valuable for any type of intermediate advanced player who feels stuck in their improvisation and doesn't really know how to develop their ideas. So if you stick around until the end, I'm gonna share the gold nuggets of the lesson that we did. I'm gonna break it down for you with some descriptive titles, and even better, I'm gonna provide a link down there in the comments for you to eventually book your own lesson with me or with my right-hand assistant. So if this video appeals to you, there is actually a chance that you can do a similar thing. All right? Well, so let's get it rocking. Here is my lesson with Jean-Marc. So here is my plan for today.
Yeah.
My plan is to first take your performance video and listen to it together.
Yeah.
And analyze the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then based on that, we'll go over it with the backing track, and I want to set some pointers, where you can start to actually improve these areas that we specify. In terms of rhythm, I heard some rhythmic stuff, but then also phrasing and also tone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll just see where we end up, and maybe we can finally, you can record another take after the lesson. Yeah, you can work a little bit on the stuff we discussed today, and then maybe you can post another video, and then we'll see if it's if it's more advanced or if it's moving in a good direction. Yeah. So I like your rhythmical stuff there. That's very good. These kind of like just kind of short steps.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. And then you're going kind of back to it, and I also like the fact that you play some wide intervals, You play it like this. That was very good, yeah. I always like it, when you break up, instead of playing a scale, instead, it sounds way more musical, right? When you leave some leaps in between the notes. So that's very good stuff, yeah. And so here, you accidentally hit the wrong note here, but that's, you hit that note here. And the thing is, let's actually go into that a second. Yeah. So this whole modality, this whole mood here that we have, right? We got this kind of mood, right? Going. There's actually there should be no A note in there. It's all like there's an A flat chord, A flat major.
Yeah.
So that, since that's an A flat here, and then you play this kind of like Dorian sound there with the A note. It's just like automatic, your fingers are used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that spot, it should actually be this. Like a regular minor, yeah?
Okay.
With an A flat. Do you hear the difference in timbre? Yeah. So it's just a subtle little thing, but there's like it kind of is an unwanted dissonance there, yeah? So. Do you hear it?
Yeah,
Just the,
yeah.
So if you play it, it would just be more beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so, but the other thing here, it's maybe even more important, is that I'm sensing that you play a lot of short notes, which is cool, kind of stabs.
Yeah.
But then, by now, I want to hear some long notes too. So imagine you were playing, and I'm going to do this on the backing track later.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're going, and then suddenly you would go.
Yeah, in order to make some contrast.
Yeah, imagine how much power you would have if you suddenly hit that. Hit like this searing, beautiful long note.
Yeah.
As a contrast, and these stabs, they need some contrast. Otherwise, it sounds a little bit like. You're losing some soulfulness there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the nice thing, that I can listen to this from the outside, and you, of course, you're just used to doing things a certain way, and it's good to just have the outside perspective.
That's it.
Yeah. So let's listen. See, there's that note again, by the way.
Yeah.
This. So, the deeper issue here is that you don't have a full connection to the intervals.
That's it.
So you don't have the full meaning. Like for me, these colors, they're like personalities, or, people that I know. So if you confuse, like, Mark, the A note, with Steve, the A flat note, for me, that's like, how can you, this is Mark, this is Steve here, this is Mark, don't call Mark Steve,
Yeah.
And so that will be the long-term goal for you, is to really build a relationship with the intervals like that.
Yeah, to connect things.
To connect them with your ear, and really, like, deep inside, like, just subconsciously, you just know, like, okay, this, this. It starts, actually, I'll just give you a little exercise that you can practice. If we're here, if I just have a root note,
Yeah.
and if I just want to connect myself to that A flat note, I play. Maybe I even stay on one string for that, because then I can really tell the difference. How sad and longing that kind of is. Yeah. And now for contrast, here's the A note. There is like a completely different personality, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, you gotta isolate those sounds and really practice them and connect with them. And yeah, one string and a drone is one of the strategies that I love to use for my students, because it makes your ears completely focused on that interval. Yeah. Very cool. So as you see, Jean-Marc already had a bunch of light bulb moments, and if this is valuable for you, then I want to invite you to book your own one-on-one session with me or with my right-hand bard. I'm going to put the link down below here. We have a limited contingent of 5 lesson slots for people that are serious about becoming the best guitar version of themselves. Find the link down there below and schedule your lesson today. Let's continue with the lesson. Okay, generally speaking, your bending technique also, yeah? You tend to be a little on the flat side with your bendings. It's a little dark in the rooms. I can't see 100%, but it seems to me that you're not fully using the thumb as a counter pressure for your bendings, where it's, you're pushing the string, and if you want to have a solid bending technique, you gotta put the pressure here with the thumb to kind of hold the hand in place. You know, you gotta. It's kind of like riding a motorcycle in a way, yeah, where all the force comes from the wrist.
Okay.
And the wrist, they connected to the elbow, and the arm is much stronger than the fingers.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be bending with your fingers. You should bend with your wrist.
Okay. Just move.
Yes, and that's another thing that I would practice on the drone. So if you just like here, you hit your goal note, yeah, you just bend to it, but you really do it laser sharp. You will hear if you even try to be consciously flat or sharp, and get a feel. Okay. Is that okay? That's the sweet spot, or
Okay.
Flat, right? Sharp.
Okay.
It should be very stable and really matching the goal note 100%, huh?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
To
just,
work.
if you just have a few stable bands and you play nothing else and you play super simple, you sound so professional, yeah? It's almost, I don't know how it works really, yeah? But I can play super simple. If I play... So you don't have to work that hard, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just play this, focus on the beautiful long note bends and this kind of singing quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the chorus. But you want to have this in your arsenal as a contrast to the short, stabby, funky notes.
Yeah.
You won't be able to play those beautiful bends, and then also a little bit of vibrato at the end. You hear it,
Yes.
but even there, a lot of guitar players kind of play it like this, and start the vibrato immediately. And I really think, or it's a taste thing, but also kind of like a maturity thing. It sounds more musical if you do it like a singer, where first you let the notes stand a little bit, and then at the very end you add a little bit of a flicker to it.
I see the idea.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're trying to imitate a singer a little bit. Yeah?
A little bit of flavor at the end of the note. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be that much either. Sometimes the understated little taste has more effect than the big opera singer vibrato. Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. So we touched on a lot of things.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, can you keep track?
Huh? What?
Are you able to keep track of everything?
I know. Because I was aware of what missing in my solo.
Hmm.
Uh, that's exactly what I need to work. The link all of the fretboard, the musicality with some certain notes, the connecting with some chord,
Hmm.
lots of that.
Yeah,
So I got to play
great, great.
to make that. That's all.
Fantastic. I'm glad that it all makes sense to you. Let's try to summarize all the things that I mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at first,
I will
we
I will
talk
take
about
some notes.
yeah, take some notes too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So first, we're talking about the short notes, and then versus also at some point we want to hear some longer notes, right? We talked
Yeah.
about that,
Yeah.
and then we talked about the A note, which is a Dorian in C minor, versus the A flat. We went into that a little bit. And
Yeah.
I showed you the exercise to practice that on
Yeah.
one string. Then we talked about adding the ninth in the chorus to open things up and make them more melodic. And
Tonight on the G chord. Yeah.
the ninth in the chorus, when the C minor and the B flat comes in,
Yeah.
and that in C minor, right, we're talking about the D note.
Ah, yeah.
That D note is the third of B flat. Yeah?
Okay. B
Yeah.
flat. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of also like playing the ninth, but also kind of thinking a little more about the harmony that it's actually going underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then I showed you again to play on one string and practice that ninth vocabulary, kind of those phrases, yeah, with the ninth. And then we would also talk about bendings.
Yeah.
Pointed out, yeah, that you need to work on your bending technique and
Yeah.
being able to play long, beautiful bends. And then with the vibrato to kind of imitate a vocalist. Yeah, so that's already a good amount of stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's enough, right?
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So I want to go now one more time, and maybe I make myself on a bigger screen. And I'm going to play a solo.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it very simple, but kind of like to incorporate all the things that we talked about here.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little model for you, yeah,
Okay.
to play after.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little based on what I heard you do, but just enhance it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So wait, I'm just gonna remove this here, the pin. There you go. Yeah, at beginning would be nice to maybe just do some swells. You know? beginning idea. So I already knew the breakdown was gonna come.
Nice. Well, I got a lot of things to do. That's cool.
Awesome. How are you
Thank you
feeling?
very much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the time we spent together. You gave me a lot of things to work. That's a good thing. Thank you for for choosing me for the challenge. That's
Hey,
that was unexpected.
Yeah.
So I was aware that was
it just happened.
I have
Yeah.
done. So that's a good thing. So thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you very
Fantastic. Hey, you're welcome. Well, let's stay in touch.
much. Yeah.
I
With
mean-
pleasure.
Yeah. Do you feel that this kind of work will help you a lot?
A lot. Yeah. That's a good thing to. I know what to do.
Yeah.
I know where to go. So that's
Right Yeah.
that's a big benefit.
Yeah.
That's,
Fantastic. Yeah.
yeah.
If you can reinforce that, like every week, it would be so
Yeah.
fantastic. If you do this long term, and
Yeah.
I watch your videos and they tell, hey, this was better here, but here, you played that A note again, or whatever. It just
Yeah.
slowly move you in the right direction of
Yeah.
being able to hear all that stuff yourself at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
Awesome, my friend. Hey,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
we'll be in touch, okay?
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you very
Hey.
much. Thank you.
Bonsoir.
See you.
Yeah.
See you.
See
Merci.
you.
Bonsoir. À bientôt.
À bientôt. Bye bye.
See you.
See you.